30 Genius Quotes from Elon Musk. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. It is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. Constantly seek criticism. A well-thought-out critique of whatever you're doing is as valuable as gold. No, I don't ever give up. I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated. If you need inspiration, don't do it. Any product that needs a manual to work is broken. I could go and buy one of the islands in the Bahamas and turn it into my personal fiefdom, but I am much more interested in trying to build and create a new company. When I was a little kid, I was really scared of the dark. But then I came to understand, dark just means the absence of photons in the visible wavelength 400 to 700 nanometers. Then I thought, well, it's really silly to be afraid of a lack of photons. Then I wasn't afraid of the dark anymore after that. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better. I take the position that I'm always to some degree wrong, and the aspiration is to be less wrong. One of the really tough things is figuring out what questions to ask. Once you figure out the question, then the answer is relatively easy. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. I came to the conclusion that we should aspire to increase the scope and scale of human consciousness in order to better understand what questions to ask. Really, the only thing that makes sense is to strive for greater collective enlightenment. The idea of lying on a beach as my main thing just sounds like the worst. It sounds horrible to me. I would go bonkers. I would have to be on serious drugs. I'd be super duper bored. I like high intensity. Life is too short for long-term grudges. Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. Great companies are built on great products. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. You get paid in direct proportion to the difficulty of problems you solve. I usually describe myself as an engineer. That's basically what I've been doing since I was a kid. It's very important to like the people you work with. Otherwise, your job is going to be quite miserable. Starting a business is not for everyone. Starting a business, I'd say, number one is have a high pain threshold. When Henry Ford made cheap, reliable cars, people said, "Nah, what's wrong with a horse?" That was a huge bet he made, and it worked. I wouldn't say I have a lack of fear. In fact, I'd like my fear emotion to be less because it's very distracting and fries my nervous system. I had so many people try to talk me out of starting a rocket company, it was crazy. I don't think it's a good idea to plan to sell a company. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. I think life on Earth must be about more than just solving problems. It's got to be something inspiring, even if it is vicarious. Good ideas are always crazy until they're not. Thanks for watching to the end. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on notifications to catch all new videos.